Most people think they're doing everything right when it comes to protecting their kidneys. But the truth is that one small mistake in the type of protein they eat may be quietly pushing their kidneys closer to trouble every single day. And the most dangerous part is that it often happens silently. No pain, no warning, no dramatic symptoms. But here's what almost no one talks about. The wrong protein can slowly raise your urea levels, increase the acid load inside your body, overload your kidneys with waste, and accelerate long-term decline without you realizing it is happening. It can raise phosphorus to levels that damage your blood vessels. It can fuel inflammation in the tiny filters of your kidneys, and it can push filtration pressure higher and higher until those filters begin to wear down. But the good news is that you don't need extreme diets or complicated routines to turn things around. You just need to choose smarter and understand which proteins support your kidneys and which ones quietly work against them. I'm Dr. Matthias from Kidney Health 365, and I've spent years looking at real lab results from real patients. I've seen people who thought they were eating healthy lose ground because they chose the wrong protein source. And I've seen others improve their energy, lower their phosphorus, calm their uric acid, and steady their kidney numbers simply by swapping out a few risky foods for safer ones. These changes do not require perfection. They require awareness, consistency, and the right information. In this video, you'll learn the 4 safest and most kidney-friendly protein sources I recommend to my own patients, the 6 high-risk proteins that look harmless but can overload your kidneys, and the simple morning habit that helps support healthy filtration over time. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what to add, what to avoid, and what small daily habits can protect your kidneys for the long run. So let's start by uncovering why choosing the wrong protein can become a time bomb for your kidneys and what you can do today to stop it. When we talk about protein in kidney health, most people think the only problem is eating too much. But the truth is that the real danger often lies in the type of protein you choose and how your kidneys process it behind the scenes. Every protein you eat breaks down into urea and nitrogen waste, and your kidneys are responsible for filtering all of it out. When the protein is heavy acidic or filled with additives, the filtration burden increases and the kidneys must work harder to keep your blood clean. According to the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org, chronic high acid load and excess phosphorus are 2 key factors that speed up the decline of kidney function over time. Some proteins create a strong acid load, forcing your kidneys to constantly neutralize the acidity. Others contain naturally high phosphorus or added phosphate preservatives that raise phosphorus levels in the blood, which may contribute to blood vessel and bone complications in people with kidney issues. And proteins rich in purines can increase uric acid, which may trigger inflammation in the tiny filters of the kidneys and make it harder for them to keep up with daily waste removal. The danger is that all of this happens quietly. There is no sharp pain or dramatic signal that tells you the kidneys are struggling. Instead, filtration pressure increases little by little and the filters wear down slowly. But here is the hopeful part. Choosing the right protein reduces acid load, lowers waste buildup, and gives your kidneys the breathing room they need to function more comfortably. And now that you understand why the wrong protein creates so much silent stress, let's take a closer look at the protein sources that support your kidneys rather than strain them. We will begin with one of the cleanest and most dependable options. Energy drinks are popular because they promise quick energy and sharper focus, but for your kidneys, they can become a hidden source of stress if you are not careful. The benefit people enjoy most is the temporary boost in alertness and reduced fatigue, something many older adults appreciate when they need to stay active or get through a long day. That boost comes from caffeine and B vitamins, which stimulate the nervous system and increase mental clarity. Some drinks also contain small amounts of electrolytes that may help with hydration during light activities. However, the real story is what happens behind the scenes. Many energy drinks include added sugars, artificial sweeteners, and large doses of caffeine. According to the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org, high sugar intake may contribute to poor blood sugar control, which can strain the kidneys over time. Excess caffeine can also increase heart rate, raise blood pressure, and worsen dehydration, all of which may be difficult for people with kidney concerns. Older adults, especially those with high blood pressure, diabetes, or chronic kidney disease, should use energy drinks with caution. If you want to enjoy them safely, choose a sugar-free option, limit yourself to half a can at a time, and drink it earlier in the day to avoid sleep disruption. Pair it with a glass of water to reduce the dehydration effect. If you want a milder option, try green tea with lemon or a homemade electrolyte water. Both offer steady energy without overwhelming your kidneys. For a refreshing twist, add a splash of cranberry or a slice of ginger to help with digestion and flavor. If you have never used energy drinks before, comment 0. If you have tried them at least once, comment 1, so I know your experience. And now that we have covered quick energy boosters, let's move on to a healthier protein choice that supports your kidneys rather than stressing them. Tofu is one of the gentlest and most kidney-friendly protein sources you can add to your meals, especially if you are trying to protect your filtration rate and reduce the burden on your kidneys. Its biggest benefit is that it provides steady, high-quality plant protein without the heavy waste load and acid buildup that many animal proteins create. What makes tofu special is the way it behaves inside the body. It contains about 10 grams of protein in half a cup, but with a much lower acid load compared to meat. That means your kidneys do not have to work as hard to neutralize acids or clear nitrogen waste. Tofu also contains natural isoflavones, which have mild anti-inflammatory effects and may help calm irritation in the tiny filters of your kidneys. According to the National Kidney Foundation at Kidney.org, plant-based proteins can be easier for people with chronic kidney issues because they generate fewer harmful byproducts during digestion. However, tofu is not perfect if it is prepared the wrong way. Deep-fried tofu or pre-marinated tofu can contain high sodium levels, which may raise blood pressure and create extra strain on your kidneys. People who are sensitive to soy or have thyroid issues should talk with their doctor before increasing their intake. The best way to enjoy tofu is to choose firm or extra firm varieties, rinse them well, and cook them with minimal oil. Steaming, baking, or lightly pan-searing are great options. If you want a softer texture, silken tofu works well in smoothies or blended soups. For a simple variation, try seasoning tofu with lemon and herbs for a bright flavor, or add it to vegetable stir-fries for a balanced meal. If you have never tried tofu, comment 0. If you already enjoy it, comment 1 so I know your experience. And next, let's look at another protein choice that offers comfort, flavor, and kidney-friendly nutrition all in one. Tilapia is one of the lightest and most comfortable animal-based proteins you can choose when you want to support your kidneys without giving up familiar flavors. The biggest benefit of tilapia is that it provides clean, lean protein that is easy to digest, helping your kidneys keep up with daily filtration without feeling overloaded. Many older adults find that tilapia gives them steady energy after meals instead of heaviness or fatigue. The gentle effect of tilapia comes from its naturally low fat content and moderate phosphorus level, which is much easier on the kidneys than red meat or organ meats. A typical serving offers around 22 grams of protein while keeping the waste load low. Tilapia also contains selenium and vitamin B12 nutrients that help support healthy metabolism and reduce oxidative stress in kidney tissue. Research from the National Kidney Foundation at Kidney.org notes that lean proteins with lower phosphorus can be a safer option for people managing kidney concerns. Even so, tilapia can lose its benefits if it is prepared with heavy breading, deep frying, or salty seasonings. Those methods add unnecessary sodium and saturated fat that may raise blood pressure and strain your kidneys. People with fish allergies or very advanced kidney disease should check with their healthcare provider before increasing fish intake. To enjoy tilapia, safely prepare it by baking, steaming, or grilling with simple seasonings like lemon, garlic, or fresh herbs. This keeps the meal light and kidney-friendly. If you want variety, try pairing tilapia with roasted vegetables or adding it to a mild soup for a comforting and nutritious option. And now let's move to a plant-based protein that brings both strength and balance in a single, simple grain. Quinoa is one of the most complete and kidney-supportive plant-based proteins you can add to your plate. The benefit is that it provides all 9 essential amino acids while offering a gentle, steady source of energy that supports kidney health without overwhelming your filtration system. For many older adults, quinoa feels lighter than rice yet more satisfying than most grains. The power of quinoa comes from its blend of plant protein and fiber. One cooked cup provides about 8 grams of protein plus a significant amount of fiber, which helps move waste products like urea through the digestive tract instead of forcing the kidneys to handle all of it. Quinoa is also naturally lower in potassium and phosphorus than many beans and lentils, making it a safer choice for people who need to watch their mineral levels. The National Kidney Foundation at Kidney.org notes that whole grains with lower mineral content can help reduce strain on the kidneys over time. However, quinoa must be prepared correctly. If you do not rinse it before cooking, it may have a bitter taste due to natural compounds called saponins. Some packaged quinoa blends may also contain added salt or seasoning packets that increase sodium. People with digestive sensitivity may want to start with small portions to see how their body responds. The best way to prepare quinoa is to rinse it thoroughly under cool water, then cook it in plain water or low-sodium broth. For flavor variations, try adding a squeeze of lemon or mixing in fresh parsley for a bright and refreshing finish. You can also pair quinoa with tofu or steamed vegetables for a complete kidney-friendly meal. And now that we have explored 4 safe and supportive protein choices, it is time to talk about the proteins that often look harmless but can quietly create more stress for your kidneys. Turkey bacon is often marketed as a healthier alternative to regular bacon, but for your kidneys, it can quietly create far more stress than people realize. The biggest concern is its extremely high sodium content, which may raise blood pressure and force your kidneys to work harder throughout the day. Many older adults choose turkey bacon thinking it is light and lean, but the hidden additives tell a different story. The strain comes from the sodium and phosphate preservatives commonly used to cure and flavor turkey bacon. These additives make the product taste good, but they can increase phosphorus in the bloodstream and may contribute to vascular and kidney complications over time. According to the National Kidney Foundation at Kidney.org, phosphate additives are absorbed more quickly than natural phosphorus and may be more harmful for people with kidney concerns. But turkey bacon becomes even riskier when eaten frequently or paired with salty breakfast foods. Too much sodium can lead to swelling, higher blood pressure, and increased strain on the tiny filters inside your kidneys. Anyone managing hypertension, chronic kidney disease, or heart issues should be cautious. If you still enjoy it occasionally, keep portions small and choose brands labeled lower sodium. Pair it with fresh fruits or vegetables instead of other processed foods. A better variation is to replace turkey bacon with baked chicken strips or homemade lean turkey slices, which offer flavor without the heavy preservative load. If you have never eaten turkey bacon, comment 0. If you have tried it before, comment 1 so I can see your habits. Now let's look at another protein that appears healthy but can cause unexpected stress for your kidneys. Red lentils are loved for their soft texture and plant-based protein, but for people with kidney concerns, their potassium and phosphorus content can be surprisingly high. The main issue is that a single cup of cooked red lentils contains enough potassium and phosphorus to overwhelm kidneys that are already struggling to balance electrolytes. The problem lies in the concentrated minerals found in lentils. When your kidneys cannot clear excess potassium effectively, it may lead to muscle weakness or irregular heart rhythms. High phosphorus can also stress the bones and blood vessels. The National Kidney Foundation at Kidney.org highlights that people with chronic kidney disease often need to control both of these minerals to avoid complications. Eating red lentils occasionally is not unsafe for everyone, but frequent or large portions may cause problems for older adults, especially those with stage 3 or stage 4 kidney disease. People with high potassium levels on recent lab tests should also be careful. If you still want to enjoy lentils, keep servings small and choose split yellow lentils or quinoa as alternatives. Soaking and rinsing lentils before cooking may slightly reduce their mineral load, but not enough to make them the best choice for a kidney-friendly diet. Now let's move on to a protein that is part of many childhood memories, but can be one of the toughest for your kidneys. Hot dogs are convenient and nostalgic, but when it comes to kidney health, they bring several hidden risks. The biggest problem is that hot dogs are ultra-processed. They are packed with sodium nitrates and phosphate preservatives, all of which can increase inflammation and put added stress on your kidneys. These additives are designed to enhance flavor and keep the product shelf stable, but they can raise blood pressure, increase fluid retention, and contribute to higher phosphorus levels in the blood. According to the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org, processed meats are linked to faster kidney decline in people with chronic kidney disease because of their high sodium and preservative content. Hot dogs also tend to contain lower quality proteins and oxidized fats, which can further irritate the filtration units inside the kidneys. Eating them frequently or in large portions may lead to swelling, elevated blood pressure, and increased workload on an already stressed kidney system. If you still enjoy hot dogs, occasionally choose versions labeled uncured, low sodium, or nitrate-free. Even then, keep your portions small and pair them with fresh vegetables instead of salty sides. A healthier variation is to make your own turkey or chicken sausage at home, so you can control the seasoning. And next, we will look at another popular protein product that seems clean and athletic, but may quietly push your kidneys too hard. Whey protein isolate is often promoted as clean, fast-absorbing, and perfect for building muscle. But for people with kidney concerns, this concentrated form of protein can quietly create a heavier workload than expected. The biggest issue is that whey isolate delivers a large amount of protein all at once, without the fiber or protective nutrients that whole foods naturally contain. This can increase nitrogen waste, which your kidneys must filter out every single day. The strain comes from the speed and density of whey isolate. Because it digests quickly, it sends a surge of amino acids into the bloodstream, leading to a higher production of urea. According to the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org, excess nitrogen waste can increase the filtration pressure inside your kidneys. For older adults or anyone with reduced kidney function, this extra pressure may contribute to fatigue and rising creatinine levels. Whey isolate becomes more concerning when used daily or in large scoops. People with high blood pressure, diabetes, or chronic kidney disease should be extra cautious. If you still want to use it, occasionally choose a brand without added sugars or artificial sweeteners and limit yourself to half a scoop mixed with plenty of water. A lighter variation is to replace whey isolate with egg whites or tofu smoothies, which offer gentler protein and less waste load. Now let's look at a pantry staple that seems harmless, but could be more stressful than you think. Canned black beans are convenient and packed with plant protein, but for kidney health, their high potassium and sodium content can be a hidden problem. Many older adults choose canned beans for simplicity, but a single serving can deliver enough minerals to overwhelm kidneys that struggle with electrolyte balance. The issue lies in the combination of potassium, phosphorus, and added sodium from the canning process. Even after rinsing, canned black beans may still contain levels of potassium that challenge weakened kidneys. The National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org notes that people with chronic kidney disease often need to reduce potassium and sodium to protect their kidney function. For some individuals, canned beans can contribute to swelling, higher blood pressure, and digestive discomfort. People with stage 3 or stage 4 kidney disease should be especially careful with frequent bean consumption. If you enjoy black beans, choose low-sodium versions and rinse them thoroughly. An even better alternative is to cook dried beans at home, where you can control the sodium and reduce the mineral content by soaking. You can also replace black beans with lower potassium grains, like couscous or quinoa, for similar meal satisfaction. If you have never used canned black beans, comment 0. If you eat them regularly, comment 1. Now let's move to a classic protein choice that many seniors enjoy but may strain the kidneys more than expected. Steak is rich, flavorful, and satisfying, but when it comes to kidney health, it carries some significant risks that often go unnoticed. Steak delivers a heavy load of protein, saturated fat, phosphorus, and purines. This combination can increase inflammation, raise uric acid levels, and add stress to the delicate filters inside your kidneys. The hardest part for your kidneys is managing the waste produced when digesting large amounts of animal protein. According to the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org, diets high in red meat are associated with faster kidney decline in people with reduced kidney function. Steak also tends to raise blood pressure and may worsen gout symptoms due to its purine content. Eating steak occasionally is fine for many people, but frequent or large portions can be challenging for older adults, especially those with diabetes, high blood pressure, or chronic kidney disease. Choosing leaner cuts and keeping portions small can help reduce the strain, but moderation is still key. A helpful variation is swapping steak for lean fish like tilapia or plant proteins like tofu or quinoa. These lighter options provide strength without the heavy waste load. And now that we have covered the proteins that support your kidneys and the proteins that quietly work against them, let's move into a simple morning habit that can give your kidneys a gentle boost every single day. One of the simplest and most effective ways to support your kidneys each day begins the moment you wake up. A gentle morning walk, just 20 to 30 minutes, can help increase blood circulation, deliver more oxygen to your kidneys, and support the filtration process that removes waste from your body. Many of my older patients say they feel clearer, lighter, and more energized on the days they walk. The benefit comes from how movement activates your cardiovascular system. When your heart pumps more efficiently, your kidneys receive better blood flow, which may help improve filtration. Regular morning movement also helps regulate blood sugar and blood pressure, two of the biggest factors that influence long-term kidney health. The National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org highlights the importance of physical activity as part of a kidney-friendly lifestyle. This habit is safe for most older adults, but people with balance issues, severe joint pain, or advanced kidney disease should check with their doctor before starting a new routine. Even then, small steps or indoor walking can still provide value. To get the most out of your morning walk, start at a comfortable pace. Wear supportive shoes and bring a small bottle of water to avoid dehydration. If walking outdoors is difficult, try gentle marching in place or slow treadmill walking. You can also add light stretching afterward to loosen your muscles and improve circulation. If you want variety, try walking with a neighbor or listening to calming music. These small additions can make the routine more enjoyable and consistent. And now that you have a simple tool to support your kidneys every morning, let's bring everything together with a few key takeaways to help you move forward with confidence. Today we explored the proteins that protect your kidneys, the ones that quietly strain them, and the simple morning habit that can give your kidneys the support they need. You learned how choosing the right protein can reduce waste buildup, lower acid load, and give your kidneys room to function more comfortably. You also learned which foods may look healthy on the outside but carry hidden risks for people with kidney concerns. And finally, we looked at how something as simple as a gentle morning walk can help improve circulation and support healthier filtration. Kidney problems often progress silently. By the time symptoms appear, the damage may already be significant. That is why starting today truly matters. Even one small change can help lighten the burden on your kidneys and support your long-term health. I want you to remember this. You do not need perfection to protect your kidneys. You just need steady, mindful choices. Swap one risky protein for a safer one. Add one gentle walk to your morning routine. These small actions add up, and they can make a real difference in how you feel. Right after this video, choose one thing to do. Maybe it is replacing a heavy dinner with a kidney-friendly protein or taking a short walk to get your blood flowing. Simple steps can move you forward. This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making major changes to your diet or lifestyle. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to Kidney Health 365 and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And if you want to keep learning, I recommend watching the next video on kidney-safe foods to strengthen your filtration and protect your long-term health.